So very good evening, learners. I hope my screen is visible to all of you and I'm audible. So great. Uh, we are starting. It's been a lot of time in the gap between lecture first and the second session. So I'm recalling that we are uh, uh, like teaching multimedia systems, and we are going to discuss many of the topics related to multimedia systems. And you all are very aware that what exactly a multimedia is. We in our last session we discussed various things that are forming a multimedia, like images, videos, audios, etc. So we are connecting the dots, and we are moving forward with the things we stopped there at last time. So we are starting with convergence. These are the guidelines that I'm sharing. Thereafter, what we are going to learn today mainly related to convergence in integrating computer communication and entertainment products. So you all understand what exactly these are, whether we are playing games or we are doing some entertainment things related to uh, watching movies, listening songs, playing video games. All these are part of these convergence. So another thing that we are going to learn is analyzing the stage of planning, designing, developing, and implementing multimedia projects. Other than that, we will discuss types and functions of different memory and storage devices, and identify different types of communication devices and their role in data transmission. So, moving forward, this is the content for today's session, convergence in multimedia, memory and storage devices, communication devices, multimedia software, presentation tools, tools for object generation, video, sound, image capturing, authoring tools, card and page-based authoring tools, multimedia building blocks, etc. So we are starting with convergence of computer, communication, and entertainment. The convergence of computer communication and entertainment product has reshaped the way we interact with digital devices and access media content. What exactly this means? Like you all are near the age 20, and I assume that you never used keypad phones. You never had things like landline connections and 2G phones and a simple calling based features like normal text messaging, other than the video messaging or like internet messaging, like we are using WhatsApp or other social media. uh, Things were different 20 years ago. Like 20 years ago, there was no Android, there was no 4G, 5G, or NEG, and there was no uh, uh, high qualified operating systems for mobile phones. So that was the time when mobile industries were beginning, and the starting of that generation, or I assume that people were using normal simple text messaging and normal calls. That was the only function of a mobile phone. But from 2005 to 2015, things are changed. What was the change? That was the convergence of these technologies. What three technologies are? First is computer. As I move forward the slide, computer means the personal computers, laptops, tablets, smartphones. These were the computer technologies that were upgraded with the time. Like uh, I series of Intel processors was launched in 2010. Thereafter, each and every year they are uh, improving their own processors with another generation. Like first generation of i3, i5, and i7 processors were launched in 2010. Now we are in 15. So 15 generations are launched. i3 was there in 2010 also. i3 is there in 2025 also. But what are the changes? Change in speed is there according to, or the with the time, we have 15 generations. If you compare i3 launched in 2010, that was the first generation, and you can compare that in 15th generation, there is a lot of differences. The size of the processor is same, cost of the processor is increased because the small size chip has a lot of features that were not there in 2010. Their speed is upgraded, their multifunctionality is upgraded, and they are nowadays more powerful as we talk about in terms of speed and performance. So second technology improve over the time is communication technology. So communication means I was saying that there were no 4G, 5G. So what was there? There was a 2G SIM was there. So the function of the 2G SIM was simply make a call and provide a normal text messaging. There were no internet provided to the SIM, and if someone wants to use the GPRS connection using a SIM, then they had to make a recharge, prepaid recharge or the postpaid. They had to make a recharge. Thereafter, we have to use a phone that is able to provide a GPRS connection. So not all the phones were there. Those are used for internet messaging or internet use, and the speed was in kbps. You can understand very well what is the speed if the maximum speed is like 1 mbps or less than 1 mbps. That was the plan at that time 20 years ago. So 1 mbps or less than 1 mbps is the maximum speed achieved by a gprs connection. So normal connection had a speed like 100 kb or less than 100 kb. So technology is improved over the 10 or 15 years as we improve mobile phones, we improve VoIP, voice over internet protocol systems, and messaging apps are also there. What it means that I'm not only saying that hardware is upgraded, but the software is also upgraded. So software means we have nowadays these kind of applications that we can communicate. We have WhatsApp. So using a WhatsApp, we can send a voice note. We can send a video call. Like we can uh, uh, make a communication call with more than one people. Like we can have a group call also. Normal texting we also doing in a daily basis. So what I'm saying that nowadays like thousand or thousand plus applications are there which are providing the same functionality, including a Snapchat or Telegram or so many applications are there. Like a new startups were there. So communication technology is improved over the time other than the computer technology. Computer technology was hardware that like industries were building, like smart laptop were there previously in 2005. The size of the laptop was high, and the weight of the laptop was bulky, like 2.5 kg laptop was the average size. But nowadays the size of average 14-inch laptop is 1.2 kg or less than that. So what I'm saying, things are changed. And third is entertainment technology. Entertainment means We are talking about streaming services, gaming consoles, smart TVs, offer access to multimedia content, including movies, music, games, interactive experiences. Like previously, there was no Netflix to use for watching movies. There was no YouTube was also not there because only a limited content was there, and that was not buffered because the connection speed is 100 kbps, and in that 100 kbps speed there were no chances to like download a video or to play a video because video playing needs at least 4 to 5 minutes to run, and then it is buffered in the system, and now it is playing. So uh, that was the time, but nowadays we have up to 1 gbps connection is there in terms of speed, like Geo, Airtel, and so many other streaming organizations in India are offering. And if we talk about at global level, then one TV data can be downloaded in 1 second. So that much speed is achieved nowadays. Other thing is streaming services. A lot of streaming media is there now, which are providing like live streaming or so many things now in our hand. Next is gaming consoles. Gaming industry is very booming because all these things are dependent on each other. That's why we are talking the name convergence. Because if only hardware was improved over the time, no software industry is boomed, then it was a waste of hardware because there were no if hardware is smart but there is no software to use that, then it's a waste of money or the waste of technology that we improved the hardware but not the software. If hardware is improved, software is also improved, and we have a poor communication channel. Like we currently we have a 2G connection with 100 kbps speed. Is it able to we send not even send a image that is captured in our phone? Because a normal image has a 8 MB or more than that size. And if we want to send an image of 8 MB with a connection speed of 100 or 200 kbps, then it will take around 15 or 20 minutes to send that image. So all these things are relying with each other. If we have improved the technology of computer, we also improved the technology of communication, and we also uh, improve the entertainment technology, that is the software part, because nowadays smart mobiles are there, smart sims are there. Sims means we have a communication speed that is very fast. We have 4G or 5G connections. We have normal fiber connections at our home with 300 or more 300 mbps or more than speed. So these are forming a convergence by which we improved the overall technology. That was the my concept. I think if you have any doubt, then I'm also viewing the chat if anyone has any question. And I'm assuming that the overall chat is not working, that you are not sending the message to everyone. I'm making it to everyone. Someone is saying that I was using keypad mobile 3 years ago. Mobiles 3 years. That's good. Nowadays, if you have a age like 50 or more than 50, they are using. You can check keypad mobile phones in your home or nearby. But the things are, it is strange if a normal person like you, as a student, using a keypad mobile phone, because uh, you have a classroom group like WhatsApp group, you are not able to use that group. So you cannot uh, join a Zoom meeting with a keypad phone. there are a lot of restrictions, and nowadays these things or having a smartphone is compulsory in our life, not only for entertainment purpose but for educational, or so many other things are also there. That is the concept. And technology is improved as we need it. Any questions so far? I'm moving with the example, like we have smartphones. So smartphone combining computing, communication, and entertainment, all three functionality to perform such a web browsing, messaging, multimedia playback, and gaming. All these features are available. Smart TVs. So previously there were no Android TVs. If we move 15 years back or 10 years back, nowadays we have Android TVs, we have Google TVs, and different other platforms are also there. They are providing entertainment features and which allowing users to stream online content, access apps, browse the web, and interact with multimedia content on a television screen. And third is the gaming console. Gaming console merge the computing and entertainment technologies to deliver immersing gaming experience with high quality graphics. That is the concept. Any question on convergence? If you are not understanding that, I think I explained with personal experiences and with a routine life or a chronological order, like what was there in 20 years back or nowadays what is present.
Hello, sir.
So moving forward, we have stages of multimedia projects. If we are building a multimedia project, then what are the main stages of these kind of projects? Next is I'm starting with stage planning. So planning is what stages of planning is the stage which is the initial stage, and it is involving the defining project objectives, what is the scope of a project, target audience, and the budget. Because if you are going to start any project, then you have to first understand what amount of budget is required, what will be the scope, who will be in the scope, and what will be the target audience, who will uh, gain the business benefits, who will gain the personal benefits. So all these things are comes under planning. Thereafter, second thing is research and content gathering. If you have something in your mind, then you plan, you write something on paper that this much amount is required for this thing, this much amount is required for this thing. Something are miscellaneous which will not be explained at the time of planning, but at the time of project execution those things will cover. So planning is a theoretical concept that is on paper, but on paper plan is research, and we are gathering the content, we are analyzing the different factors. So this second is research. So it include the research that is conducted to gather the relevant content, resources, and material for the multimedia project. And second part of this is content gathering. That content may include a text, image, video, audio files, and interactive elements sourced from various sources such as databases. We have different e-libraries or like subject matter experts. So that we are gathering the content. Next stage is like designing and onboarding. So designing and onboarding means designing a user story. Uh, Wait a second. Yes, fine. So designing and storyboarding means designing involve conceptualization of the visuals and the interactive elements of multimedia project. And storyboards are created to outline the sequence of content and interaction, including the layout, navigation, and user interface design. So what I'm saying that research is completed, you are gathering your content, the content gathering is finalized, then you are working on the design. So designing include the storyboarding. Storyboarding is what? Storyboarding is similar to like like magazines, or we are saying that the uh, cartoon magazines are there. There is a sequence of steps or sequence of images. These sequence of images are showing a story. Like story started from here. This is a single image. Then we are moving to the second image. The story moved to second image. There are some like write-ups. Thereafter, we have a third image. That is the part of that image. So we are moving in a storyline. That storyline is starting from the initial, and finally final outcome is what exactly we want to achieve. This is a storyboarding. Then thereafter we have a development and production. Once storyboarding is complete, we are starting with the development. So development stage involves the creating and producing the multimedia content according to the project specification and design guidelines. And multimedia elements such as graphics, animation, video, interactive components are developed using appropriate software tools and techniques. Like if we want to create an image, we need a tool like Photoshop or something similar. If we want to work on the text part, then we need another software. Or if we want to work on the video editing, then we need another software. So development and production is the what we designed is developed. Designing is one stage before the development. If we develop the things, then thereafter another stage is testing and quality assurance. Testing is what? Whatever we develop, we are going to test. And it is a team process. Like you are three people who are working on a single project. So these three people are like, one is from UI UX, that is good in designing, another is good in coding. So designer is working on stage 3, developer is working on stage 4, and tester or quality assurance person is working on stage 5. So testing is nothing but finding the errors. And you all understand, those who develop the thing, they have less chance to test the thing. If you are cooking some shahi paneer and you are testing yourself, it means you have wasted your 2 hours for that shahi paneer. You will never say it is not good. But if someone else is testing the same thing, then they will find the errors, or they will find the like loopholes, or some missing elements from the dish. So in the same way, tester has an eye that who is understanding like there is some issue with the development, and they always think negative. Because if you are developing a code for addition of two numbers, like 2 plus 2 is 4, so they are going to add -1 and -1. And because the correct input, the output is same, or the output is correct, but they want to give the negative inputs. If the negative inputs are also providing the great results, or sometimes they check the boundary conditions, like if like your marks are out of 100, but I'm trying to check that is the software is taking 101. If someone is the software has a bug, then it will add 101 out of 100. So it is a bug. So always tester has a negative mind, and they are checking all the details in their testing environment. Then thereafter, deployment and implementation. Deployment is what we are going to production. Production means we are going to live the code that we build. So this is a continuous process that we are using with the help of CI/CD, that is a continuous integration and continuous development. And last stage of the multimedia project is evaluation and feedback. Evaluation is what after the software or the small project is live, we are evaluating the feedback from the audience who is running that particular software or that particular project. So once we get some feedback, and common feedback is coming from many of the users, then we will work on that feedback and we will introduce a new version of our uh, our project, that is a like multimedia project. So feedback is very important. If you are uh, using a car, and you are a owner of a car, like you are a user of a car, and if company is asking you a feedback after 1 year, like what are the loopholes in that particular car, then you are the best person to give the correct feedback. No surveys provide the result that a owner or the user of that product provide. So always feedback always comes from the user is highly valuable, because if you are facing the same problem and other people are also providing the same feedback, then the organizations or companies will work on those feedbacks. So feedback is not just uh, a usual thing, it is a highly productive if those feedbacks are worked up. Then thereafter we have multimedia hardwares. So hardware in term of like multimedia is a different thing. Like if I'm saying that I want to capture an image, what I need, most of the people will say we need a phone. So answer is incorrect, because we need a capturing device. Photo is not captured by phone. The photo is captured by the camera. If phone do not have a camera, then phone will never click a photo. So we need a device that is able to capture an image. So it may be a camera, it may be a camcorder, it may be a microphone, and it may be a scanner. So these are the devices who capture, or these are to be considered as the capturing devices. Second thing is processing units. Processing units include a hardware components, which including CPUs, that is central processing unit, that simply we say that the processor. Second thing is GPUs. GPU is a graphic processing units. Uh, these GPUs are uh, less functional, or maybe say that less usable in case of normal works. But when you are using like Google Colab or some other softwares which are processing at very high speed, then other than the CPU, we also need GPU, because we have some images working on. And when we are working on images only or video only, then we need graphical processing unit. That is the most important thing, because CPU is highly qualified working on arithmetics, but for images they are not as good as GPUs. So the GPUs are compulsory for tools or the cloud tools which are used for processing of images. And third thing is DSPs, that are digital signal processors. These are also providing a high signals for a multimedia process. Third thing that are compulsory or highly recommended are storage devices. Devices used to store multimedia files and data, such as hard drives and solid state drives. Some others are optical drives. So there is a huge speed difference between HDD and SSD. So SSD is solid state drive. It is working on chip-based modules similar to RAMs, and we can say that these are like similar to SRAM or other not SRAM. Sometimes they are a combination of circuits. But in case of hard disk, these are not chip based. They have a platter and magnetic tapes in that platter, and they are storing the data in a cylindric disk. And the speed of hard disk is many times less than the solid state drives. So we are always recommended to use solid state drives over the hard disk. And optical disks are good for those when we are moving data from one place to another place. We are carrying optical disk. And fourth is output devices. Output devices are used to display or output multimedia content to users, including monitors, projectors, speakers, and headphones. I'm checking the messages if we have any question. Nowadays, keypad phones have also 4G. That is a great. We are updated with the technologies. I have already used 2G, 3G. That is great. I'm assuming that no question in personal chat. So moving forward, we have memory and storage devices. So like we have random access memory, read-only memory, hard disk, solid disks, USB flash drives. All pen drives are part of USB flash drive. Even the memory cards are also considered as sometimes as a flash drive, because we can erase data and we can store further data at any number of times. Then optical disc, these are nowadays rare things in homes, because uh, it was a very fast speed when CD was taking the market, but uh, they are gone from the market, because no one want to use the CD writers or CD readers in their devices, in laptop or like systems. We are making the system very compact, so we have a memory card with very high speed, uh, huge size, and we have some pen drives are also there up to like 1 TB. Other than that, we have some communication devices. Communication devices include modems. I think you all understand what exactly a modem is and what is the function of a modem. Modem is like modulation and demodulation. Modem is required when we have analog signals and we want to use digital signals, because computer is working on binary, and binary means we have only two signals, either 0 or 1. And when we have a analog signal, so analog signal is making some sine cosine waves. So this these analog signals are converted in digital signals, and after that digital signals are converted in further into analog signals. Sorry. So it is very clear that what exactly modem work. Modem is just a device that is converting analog to digital and digital to analog. Then thereafter we have routers. Router, the prime function of a router is to use uh, like route a particular packet. So anything that we are sending from one place to another place using an internet connection that require that is going from one place to another place in the form of network packets. So these data packets are assigned a particular address, and some like IP address is also required for which device we want to send, that is connected to internet, and that is also working some internet connection. So IP address is assigned, and router is creating the shortest route with the help of various routing algorithms like routing information protocol and so on. So router's main function is to send or deliver the packet. Then there are some switches. Switches are used to send the packet to that local area only. Local area means if you are connected to a LAN, then switch has a primary function to provide the signal. If you are four-person, you are at the same place, you have uh, laptops, and you want to play a game with each other. So switch or hub is the best thing to use it, because you do not need an internet connection. You just need a local connection, and local connection is always faster than the internet connection. Next is network interface card. Network interface card is what? It's a uh, physical hardware that has that is available on each and every machine. The purpose of physical card is to provide the internet. If you do not have a network interface card in your device, in your laptop, or in your uh, PC, then you will not be able to use the internet, because this network interface card has a Ethernet port, and that is responsible for your hardware address. If you want to check the hardware address, that hardware address is showing that network interface card. Next is wireless access point. Access point is similar, but providing a access point that is responsible for your internet connection. If wireless access point has a internet connection, you will connect with the help of that internet connections. Like in your own college, we have multiple access points, and these access points are providing a certain range. And in if you are in that range, then you are connected to the internet if they are allowing. Then we have satellite receivers. Satellite receivers are those receivers which are connected with the help of satellite. They do not require normal 4G, 5G signals. They are directly connected to satellites. Like we have dish antenna. So that dish antenna is a satellite receiver, because that is pointed to the satellites, the entertainment satellite we have, that is taking the direct signal. And in case we have like very cloudy weather, then most of the time that satellite or the dish TV connection will not work, because there are some we can say that hurdles of receiving signals from the sender that is placed around the uh, geostationary orbit of the Earth, and we are receiving continuous signal, and the satellite speed is as equal to the Earth's rotation speed, so it always rotate as the Earth rotates. So we do not need to change the position of the receiver. Then thereafter we have mobile phones. Like you all are aware that what exactly a mobile phone is. I'm not going to give you a detail. If any other questions, I will check a question first, and then we'll moving ahead. What is a frame rate? Frame rate is the rate by which we are sending packets. It's a simple thing. Like we have 10 packets and the frame rate is 1 packet per second. So for sending 10 packets, we have speed as required. Vinith is also asking basically how many images you see per second is a frame rate. That frame rate, I'm not understanding how you are connecting or in. Okay, so the question was started. What is frame rate in video? Exactly. In our last lecture, I think I discussed that uh, video is what? Video is a continuous imaging. Like our camera is on, that camera can like click a single packet. Nowadays, we have cameras with burst images. Burst images means we are, if we are pressing continuously the camera, like camera button, then we have multiple images generated because that is not creating the video, that is creating the continuous clicks of images. Those images, when like if in a single minute you have 60 images. Sorry, in a single second, it created 50, 60 images. So if 1 second has 60 images, it means it has a frame rate like 60 hertz. So if you play the all images like with the right arrow, you have all these images in a single folder, and you want to see all those images. You are clicking on the image one, and the image one is displaying. And when you are going with the right button, the second image is moving forward, then third, then fourth, then fifth, then sixth. If you continuously clicking on that button, it is like it's a movie or it's like a video because we have a continuous burst of that particular scene. So this is the frame rate that we the person is asking. I think the name is Om. So Om is asking what exactly a frame rate in video. So video's frame rate depend upon the uh, capturing device performance. What how many capturing images are allowed for those? Like for gamings, we have refresh rate of a normal screen, that is a monitor, has up to 200 images, like 200 hertz per second. Like that is the refresh rate of a image of a monitor. Previously, that refresh rate was 30 hertz. Normally, in our TV, mobile, laptop, the refresh rate is 60. It is equal to like uh, 1 second has like 60 or more frames coming. And nowadays, for gaming laptops and for gaming monitors, the refresh rate is increased. What is the purpose to increase the refresh rate? Because we need to make more alignment with the, like we are uh, like I'm saying that we need faster image conversion. Like one image is there, then there is a third image, second image, fourth image, fifth image, sixth image. So continuous image uh, is rotating. Then we need a higher refresh rate, due to which we are not lagging behind the scene. That is the prime purpose. Any other question? If I have, sir. Can you explain components of multimedia hardware? Components of multimedia hardware. I think you are talking about these hardware components. RAM is a primary memory, like you all understand what exactly a RAM is, and ROM is a read-only memory. So in mobile, we have RAM and ROM. In laptops, uh, we also have ROM, but that ROM has a limited part because the primary function of a ROM, can anyone write there? What is the function of a ROM? We can discuss on it. Like we have 14, 15 minutes are there. Like I have a laptop. monitor with 200 hertz refresh rate, like provided by the Acer. So that was the thing I was saying, that ROM is like a storage. That is good. What is the purpose? If we have SSD on our laptop, then what is the purpose of that read-only memory? As the name suggests, read-only, we are not able to write anything in that particular kind of memory. So if we are not able to write in that memory, then why it is provided? The question is, what is the main purpose of providing a ROM? And each and every system, the ROM is provided, whether it is a mobile, whether it is a laptop, PC, or any other. So if it is a read only, what is read by that memory? Yes, exactly. For boot up. So boot up is what? Boot up is a program, a system, whether it is a laptop, whether it is a mobile, or whether it is a normal workstation. We always need a small program that is used for basic input output, because when we are pressing the power button, then there the operating system is not working. In that time, the basic input output, which is a small software, or which is a small program, that is providing certain instructions to the SMPS, to the processor, to the RAM, and the operating system is loading that time. So operating system is not working, but that small basic input output BIOS is working to make the operating system workable. That is the main function of a. So previously the ROM were not we are not able to write anything previously, but nowadays ROMs are EEP ROM. So electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. And we can erase as well as we can write in read-only memory. So that's why the whole space in mobile phone is considered as read-only memory, whether it is a 512 GB or like 256 GB or 128 GB. The whole storage space is considered as read-only memory, because a certain part is BIOS part that is there, and we cannot delete that part. Someone is saying that what is the difference between Windows 1, 10 and 11? Windows 1 is nothing. Windows first version was launched by Windows, that is Windows 95, which was in 1995. Thereafter, 2 years, Windows 98 version was launched in 97, 98. Then thereafter, Windows 2000 is there in year 2000. Then thereafter, this series was break up with Windows XP. After Windows XP, we had Windows 7. Thereafter, we had Windows Vista. Uh, I think Windows Vista was before the Windows 7. Windows 7 had successor Windows 8, then Windows 10. There was no 9 because we had a upgraded version of Windows 8.1. So 9 was excluded, and we had Windows 10 after Windows 8.1. Then thereafter Windows 11. What exactly it is? It is similar to iPhone 15, 16, 17. Like in next year, we will see Windows iPhone 18. So this is the upgraded version of the operating system. So better never say that what is Windows 1. So Windows 1 was nothing. Any more questions related to memory, storage, communication devices, multimedia softwares now? So for working on multimedia, we need multimedia softwares. What are the softwares? I'm displaying some of the popular software nowadays, that is Photoshop, CorelDRAW, Maya, Adobe Audition, Blender, Media Composer, Adobe's. Further, multiple softwares are there by Adobe. So Adobe is one of the premium organization who is working on multimedia content, like whether it is editing, whether it is creating new stuff, or because nowadays they are providing a complete suite, including if you have a normal PPT, if you are going to give that PPT, they will provide you n number of templates and designs for making that more interactive and interactive. So all these are to be used for uh, designing, for multimedia editing, and multimedia changes. Then we have a presentation tools. I think you all are aware of Microsoft PowerPoint because it is the basic PowerPoint tool that is provided by the Windows. So other than that, we have Google Slides. If you have something uploaded on the drive, then you can open a particular PowerPoint in Google Slides, as well as it is working similar to Microsoft's PowerPoint, but Microsoft's PowerPoint is offline and Windows Google Slide is online. In the same way, we have Microsoft's PowerPoint using Office 365 that will work on online, like that is like MS Slides. Other than that, two more common are Prezi. Prezi was very popular 10 years ago. Nowadays, they are not gaining that popularity, but Canva is like one of the premium tools nowadays because they are providing uh, cloud support and a number of features. So Canva is like exceptional. So these are some presentations tool to be used for multimedia content. Then thereafter, tools for object generation. If we have no object, no image, then we need tools to create the object or to create the multimedia object. For creating multimedia object, we need another kind of tools, like it is the same slide, I think repeated. Things are little changed. Like I think the photo is similar. So object generation tools are including Unity, Unreal Engine, and SolidWorks. We Blender is also using for like object generation as well as working as a multimedia tool. So Blender is like overall package for from object generation to working as a uh, tool for editing as well as for different stuffs. So other than that, we have a video, sound, and image capturing tool. In the same way as we are creating, capturing images, we can create videos. Digital cameras are also there. Microphones. The purpose of microphone is to capture image, like audio. Uh, I'm talking with the help of microphone. If my laptop's microphone will not work, then I will not be able to uh, like I will not be able to produce my voice and to be shown to you. Then thereafter we have scanners. Scanners are tools converting the real images into the digital images. We can say that. Like we have a old photo that we are scanning that photo. Now that photo is a digital photo. We can work on different editing modes and we can create something new from that particular image. So nowadays, scanners are one of the popular tools for those memories which were captured and to be printed. I think the great time to discuss this image in our next session. Can anyone tell me what is exactly this is? If you watch some reels, you can see these kind of setups. Yes, exactly. This is a OBS software. OBS software is used for screen capturing, and that setup with a green is yes, VFX. We cannot say that it is a VFX, but it is a chroma. So purpose of this is like if you are shooting in a daytime, then you are making a green background that will create you to remove easily. Other than any background, if we have a sunlight, then green background can be removed very easily. Second, if the shooting is at night scene, that green is like removed and we have a blue background. So if we have a blue background, then it is a night scene, and with the night scene, we can easily remove the blue background, and for the day scene, we have a green background. That is great. So we will discuss more about these things, how we are using, what is the purpose to use these in our next session. We are running behind the time. If you have any question related to today's session, or if someone has a one-to-one message, then I can check. Someone, Vineet was saying that more cores, more clock speeds, more threads, and efficiency increase. Yes, uh, with the time we have a number of cores. Core means a number of processors. We can say that, and these processors are clubbed together, and we are forming like we have a multiple because till now one task can be performed by one processor at a time. We have multitasking, we have multiprocessing, we have multi uh, programming, but still now, still processor, one processor cannot do two tasks at a time. So we increased the processors. We have 16 processors or more processors. So we have 16 parallel works can be worked together, and these are using the multitasking as well as the multiprocessing. So if I have Chrome opened in my laptop and I'm not using that, so the things are that is in the queue. Whenever I click on the Chrome, then it will move and come in the picture for processing. So it's a unique concept of operating system. If you have any operating class, then you should definitely understand multi-programming, multi-processing, and multitasking in a deep level. So you will get more knowledge about these. So thank you guys. It was really interesting, interacting session. And if you had some more questions in our upcoming session, then I will appreciate. In our first 5 to 10 minutes, we will discuss more about if I was not able to answer any of the answer any of your question in our today's session, might be missed or I didn't scroll the chat fully. So thank you so much, guys, for that interactive one, and wish you a very happy Diwali uh, in advance for all of you. So great time ahead. Happy weekend.